Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 5th session of this Gothic 2 randomizer made by Bisasam. I am Mordrin. I am going to head into Chapter 2. I am most likely going to join the mercenaries. I wanted to originally make a poll, but after considering the facts, this is honestly the only real option outside of the paladins, and frankly, I don't want to deal with the paladins right now. Yeah, that's basically it. A few changes from the get-go. Lore videos, first off. There'll be a total amount of 10 videos. 8 are in preparation. 2 are already finished. Those remaining 8 are already done with script writing, voice recording, etc, etc. Literally all I gotta do now is sound edit and then finish the video. So that'll finally make some progress. My last few weeks were rather busy. The only thing I could play was Metroid Dread, and I didn't want to deal with anything else at the time. So now I am finally on my way again. I completely forgot there was a walk here. Yeah, long story short, when it comes to the randomizer stuff, I am going to finish the long plays first. I'm going to finish the playthrough. My priority right now is to finish up the Gothic randomizer playthrough first. No, sorry, the other way around. I want to finish the Gothic lore videos first. Meanwhile, I'll finish this Gothic 2 randomizer playthrough. After that, I'll finish the Gothic 2 highlight cuts of the randomizer run. And after that, I finally continue with other stuff. That is the general idea. And I hope that answers all the questions from the get-go. As always, this video will remain officially listed up until the highlight cut is released. After that, I will finish. After everything is done, I'll make a playlist with all the long plays, and then you can access it from there with, relative ease. Alright. Hungry Hunter, that can take a while. I'm just looking if there's anything we can do. Yeah, nothing really that important. We don't have any necessity for money either, so let's just join the mercenaries. Oh, by the way, the game is now in English, now that I think about it. I had to change the language to English, and then I just put the German version of the randomizer on top of it. So if there's sometimes a mixture of German and English going on around here, this is the reason why. It's probably just the case of subtitles and audio files during dialogues being replaced with their English equivalent, because the name of the people here, etc., are still German, as well as the description of the items. Alright, Lee.
I'm ready. Then you. Yes. That's good. What? Good.
But the randomizer still works in pitching the voices high and down. So yeah, that's the original reason why I played Gothic, the Gothic randomizer in German. It is a German mod. Owner is not here. Wait a second. Because there are some linguistic differences. Onar, where are you? There he is, the Ore Baron.
Least he's all right, but if he
Da-da-da. If... wait a second. Did we clear the dialogue yet? It's been so long. It's alright, I don't really care about gold, thank you very much. Let's go. If we would have completed the quest for Maria... well, that's made. If we completed the quest for Maria the pirate here, we could have negotiated for a better salary, by the way. For that we would have to go into the militia, clear out the chest of evidence, and bring back the engraved plate.
I'm ready. Have you?
And here we are. Now, mercenary time. You know, I just finished recording pretty much 4 hours straight, so I'm just gonna do another hour because my voice is getting pretty tired. But I just dealt with Lord Hagen's stuff there. And this peace offer that the mercenaries just gave me was actually part of that. Alright, we are officially a mercenary now. Got something to say to me, man?
Welcome to the mercenaries, kid.
Thanks.
Thanks. As soon as I have something for you to do, I'll let you know.
That's fantastic. Also, can I just mention that this feeling of people just, or rather the illusion of NPCs accepting you, or rather having to accept you, of them respecting you, congratulating you for actual progress in your personal character's development. That is more gratifying. That is actually more gratifying than any fucking legendary blue item you can drop in any other game. Just give me the satisfaction of my character actually going somewhere, actually making progress. Sorry, I don't know why I suddenly started ranting about that. It doesn't have anything to do with Metroid Dread either. Metroid Dread, for me, was a 9 out of 10 game. It was excellent. I'm just not ready to make a review on it. And besides, I don't want to make a wrong review on it anyway. Frankly, because I am not confident about it yet. Almost, to put it very simply. I have not seen everything there is to see in the game yet. While I do have 100% and a normal playthrough already finished, I still gotta do a hard mode playthrough and see if anything changes there. I'm gonna drink a snap. I'm gonna drink a sprinting potion. Screw this. Or can we just... Do we have snapper weed? 2. I'm not comfortable with that. Let's just drink to the potion and keep going. Nice. Anyway, Metroid Dread. You should buy it, you should play it. If you like 2D games or Metroidvanias in general, and I might add, I usually don't like Metroidvanias. I'm just a pretty big Metroid fan, and up until Metroid Dread, the 2D Metroid series for me was just... it was a series I did play, every part of it actually. I did enjoy many elements of it, but frankly speaking, they were always a bit too clunky in controls, and I know how ironic that is considering I'm playing Gothic, trust me. But for some reason, the controls of like Metroid 1, 2, I'm talking NES Metroid and Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, or even Metroid Fusion on the GBA, or even Super Metroid on the SNES, they always had controls that kinda annoyed me. Metroid Dread is actually the first 2D Metroid game where I actually felt like the controls were magnificent. And besides that, it's a competently made game. It knows exactly what it wants to be. It doesn't waste any time doing what it wants to be. And frankly, the only reason why I'm not outright giving it a 10 out of 10 is because I haven't seen anything from the game yet, and I'm refraining to make that judgment yet. But if I don't find anything of annoyance or anything like that in the hard mode playthrough, then it's literally a 10 out of 10 game for me. Because I don't have any substantial, reasonable criticism. Believe that or not. Anyway, we're playing Gothic, not Metroid, sorry. I just wanted to explain that it definitely was Metroid Dread that was referring to it. Recently I was talking to a guy and he was like, all modern games suck, the only games that are worth anything are shit like Destiny or something, and that pissed me off to such an enormous degree. Like, holy crap. Especially quoting games as quote-unquote good example, like Destiny, the newest Diablo games, and that includes the remaster of Diablo 2, believe it or not. That should tell you everything you should need to know. Okay, I already did that. Sorry, I forgot about the weapon sealer. So let's go to Lord Hagen first, enter chapter 2. Anyway, what was it? The recent Diablo games, Destiny. There was one, oh right, FIFA and Madden he also quoted as good games, and he claimed that all other games sucked. I was just about to... Well, my desire was to beat his skull in until he fucking saw reason, but we can't live that primitively anymore, I'm afraid. So I tried to reasonably explain to him that his opinion matters shit, and usually I like opinions of any sorts of kind and anything else, to be entirely honest. And I appreciate any sort of opinion. But if you still call Madden or FIFA at this point good games, then Jesus Christ, man. Sorry. It's just the same point I keep making for years now. Is it really that much fun to be exploited? Is it really that much fun? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's me who's wrong, but in my point of view, I don't think I am. I actually think that my point stands to reason. And I wanted to suggest him a few games in return, but as soon as I mentioned anything, he immediately said it's a shit game without even attempting to try it, and that's shit I've been dealing with for... I don't know how many years, ever since I entered the gaming community, I would say. And it hasn't gotten any less frustrating at that time. I just prefer to pretty much steer away from all those discussions as a whole, because they tend to get really toxic. Yeah, sorry, I just needed to rant for a bit. There was a lot happening in my life recently. Anyway, we are at Lord Hagen. We are going to deliver the peace offer now. With that, we have completed that quest. I want to do one more thing before we take a closer look at everything in here. And that is one of the comments on one of the videos. I can't remember which video exactly it was. Those were 5 minutes I spent talking about irrelevant stuff. Anyway, a comment mentioned that what happens if you talk to the guy who gives you free beer? Does he actually give you a beer, or does he give you an item of another sort? And we are going to find out right now. There was also another comment suggesting that I should stream these videos, these long plays anyway, and I gotta say I considered the option. And I did a test run with another game, but it wasn't feasible. First off, I would require several hours of uninterrupted free time, and right now that's not a given. Even right now, this session is gonna end after an hour or something. So... No, it seems like he's giving you a beer. I probably just talked to him. Yeah. Seems like he's just giving you a beer. Or did he give me anything? I'd probably have to go back to the older long plays and answer that question that way, but yeah, not exactly got time for that. We can join the Ring of Water now as well while I'm at it. Oh no, wait, I forgot to deliver the message to Lord Hagen. Alright, snap a weed. Snack! 15 seconds of high energy octane gameplay. My voice. That was necessary. Always remember, people, when you're doing voice work, keep your vocal cords wet. Albrecht, still wearing his regular armor, I think, a knight in nobleman's armor. What does the mayor look like? And what does he have in his house? In his house? A troll, it's too, the what? The va. I don't know what kind of language that was, but it was definitely not really human. This image is also fucking awesome. Well, the fully rendered version of it. But still, it's pretty damn cool. It's very cool. Is this the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Cornelius is a seeker. I'm calling spoilers. Just a little bit. Hilarious, the mayor is a pirate. Well, considering how the city was run. Oh, a blood chalice. Mine. Doom, doo, doom, boo, doom, doo, doo, doom. Alright. Are you about ready to enter chapter 2? I certainly am. We already spent like 10 hours in the first stage again. Let's see. Old guard armor. That is actually somewhat fitting, but not really, because it's a different order altogether. Another one in guard armor. Okay. And Lord Hagen in citizen's armor. The statue of Innos that was once here is now a bastard sword. A fine bastard sword. I was just trying to see if that literature there was spawning or being able to pick up or something. Chapter 2, let's go! Exhaust the dialogue options. Bam! Chapter 2. I know it was too quick for you to miss. Or rather, it was rather quick. To be fair. Did I exhaust all the dialogue options with Hagen? Yeah, we are in chapter 2. First off, we're gonna accept a quest over there. Do. And wee. Nice. Where's the merchant? Lutero. There he is. Nice. Unfortunately, through the randomizer, we already found the claws of the snapper leader. This is wonderful. If not fantastic.
Someone's gotta do the work.
So let's see.
Hey.
First off, what we gotta do is we need to stock up on additional stuff. The merchants have their inventories refilled, or rather placed up with new items, to be precise. And we are definitely... How do we look in regards to health potions? We look pretty good, but we're gonna need a few new lower potions and one of those. Perfect. To compensate, we're gonna sell like a big weapon. Bam. Perfect. 400 gold is good enough for now. What I'm actually most interested in are sprinting potions, because those are gonna be needed in the Valley of Mines. Again, it all depends on whether the orcs are getting replaced or not, but considering that the orcs on this island are not getting replaced as far as I could see, we should be fine, I assume. Yeah. Honestly, I don't have that much to talk about from this point forward, to be entirely honest. My wind is already pretty much out of the sails. Again, I already did work, then 4 hours of additional voiceovers, and now I'm here doing even more voiceovers. And my voice is getting a little rough at this point, at this stage already. But it's fine. I gotta get it done at some point. Right, Bosper. Mod Paladin Man. Good. I take the dark mushrooms. I'm gonna... right, I can't sell you any pelts. Because I went to... right. I went to the smith as an apprentice. I completely forgot. New lockpicks. Harrod. Brian, did you have anything? Or do you have anything now? Maps. You know, Brian, I'm somewhat disappointed. Not just in this randomizer, but also in the original Gothic 2 when it comes to your inventory. But to be fair, he is telling us that he doesn't have a lot. And there's something. Oh boy, 4 nuggets of ore. We are going to acquire those at a later point in time. Now we can also join the Ring of Water. We're going to do that on the way.
I have a message.
And we also have Spell, I don't really care. I take healing. Thank you. I'm ready to join. Good, perfect, even better, wonderful. Thank you. So, I'm gonna give one more shot at talking to the barkeeper over there, maybe getting an item here and there. Have we already brought back Corrigan Silver?
Hey, come
We are definitely getting beer. To answer your question, comment, or commenter, we are getting beer. Do we have 3 units of beer in our inventory? 4. Alright. We are definitely getting beer. No randomized objects. Sorry about that. Let's see. No, he doesn't have a silver yet. Bosber's bow. But I did pick up Bosber's bow, right? Or did I run out of lockpicks? Something happened, didn't it? You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to curse. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna smoke a fucking joint. Yeah, usually out of... behavior, let's just say. Improvised behavior. Ooh, nice. This is what I like. No, just kidding. I just wanted to add the suffix, or no, not the suffix. What the fuck am I talking about? I just wanted to add the word bitch at the end of that sentence over there. Not over there, but back then. But I don't know. Considering that I tend to call females bastard and males bitches, I think people would get rather... It would be rather easy for many people to misunderstand what I'm trying to tell them. Yeah, as you can already tell, the wind is really out of my sails. I'm actually thinking about whether I shouldn't continue this tomorrow. I could check up the inventories here, but I would like to enter the Valley of Mines with this session. Or at least...
For 50 gold
50 gold? Nah, maybe later. Still no sprinting potions, but you have apples. Anything else? Maybe I will learn alchemy later, but priority is actually something else, and that is combat skills. Oh well. Alright, first off we're gonna join the Ring of Water, then we are going to prepare the stuff for that. Here's your ring. I'm now a member. Yo, what up? Before we continue anything here, I'm gonna finish Jack's quest. Good. Laurus, we gotta leave. I'd prefer if Jack ports to his tower instead of walk there.
We are going to have...
Alright. We don't go together. Completely forgot about that little fact. There's one more merchant in here.
Hey, you.
if you ever need some lockpicks.
Nice. Ultra nice. And he has 4 ore nuggets as well. How am I supposed to get all that money? Well, I have a pretty good idea how I'm supposed to get that money. I do have a bit too much armor at my disposal. Let's sell one of the heavy dragon hunter stuff. Good. 3,000 gold. Easy. And now that I think about it, give me the ore nuggets too. Perfect. Nagur, we can talk to you later. Now, let's see. By the way, if you have pickpocketing, you can steal his personal book. His ledger, I think was. There you can decide to give the book back to certain people and then profit even more through that. I think the people you can bring it back to are like Corrigan, Thorbin, and someone else. I cannot remember exactly who it was. Yep, we are a member of the militia now. Wonderful. What am I talking about? We are not a member of the militia, we are a member of the Thieves Guild. Do you have any sprinting potions, Sarah? No, you don't. You have Beltram's inventory.
And he works all day too.
People like
Why?
first you stir up the farm, now beat it. You
These are bad times.
listen,
I'll see what I can.
show me. We already agreed on 10 hands. And what about
Okay, I completely forgot about the fact that one of the merchants refuses his services to you if you join the mercenaries, and you need to bring some stuff to him first. There is a lot to these games, a lot of detail.
Finally, that means
Da da da. Still no sprinting potions. Damn it. I was expecting to find some here. Too bad. Oh, lockpicks. Alright, I made the decision. We are going to go to the water mages, but we are not going to enter the Valley of Mines yet. But the order is clear. We are going to enter the Valley of Mines first. Afterwards, we go to Jharkendar. Because I don't think in this playthrough that I want to spend too much time. Ooh, we one-shot that. Nice critical rate. Because I want to finish Jharkendar rather quickly, to be entirely honest. I neither want to spoil anything too much, and I want to just have a quick add-on playthrough, to be honest. That means we're going to just attack the bandit camp, get rid of them, get rid of all the bandits, storm the temple, and kill Raven and finish it that way. So no pirates, no drawn-out exploration or anything like that. Jharkendar is going to be a Terminator situation. Alright, so first off, the Valley of Mines. This might be torture, but luckily for me, not today. For you it'll be today, if you tend to watch the entire full stream. Not the full stream, but the full session. But yeah. It will not happen for me this evening. That's already a large point of what matters. Yeah. So, so far all the monsters that randomly spawned were nothing but wolves. Some regular strength, some a bit more powerful, some not really powerful. So yeah, so far I am happy as long as I don't have to see another Dragon Snapper, seriously. I don't know what it is with this randomizer not liking me, but Dragon Snappers are kinda pushing it at this point. You killed the sheep, you stupid field raider! Are you retarded? Well, if you're not retarded yet, I will make sure you are from this point forward. Wait, it didn't kill the sheep. Well, sorry, field raider. In that case, there was no need. But still, something died around here with a level of 17. And another thing with a level of 0. That usually screams predator. So, a lizard. Ow. 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 I don't really care about the rat. One, two, one, two, one. One more. He was literally. Well, I suppose this had to happen. My crit rate was pretty good for a little while, but after that it went to oblivion. Now, let's see. Let's deliver the message to Iskaroth, in case you were wondering what we're gonna do now.
Hey,
Something died again.
what is it's a
And more things are dying.
good. Take the may it
Alright. Was that a quest object? I doubt it. There's... Oh, the skeletons! The undead were here! Oh, maybe it wasn't a good idea to shoot the crossbow. Is it just one skeleton? Because we could take him. After a save. No! I was doing so much! See you in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Wait, how much time did pass? Oh shit, I gotta do 20 minutes of progress again. Ah! And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It took me 15 minutes to get back to this point. I found something very intriguing. There's a new seed, a new randomizer seed, each and every time we restart a chapter, at least when it comes to the new things that spawn into the game world. So, the monsters you saw we defeat are not the monsters we did defeat anymore. It's what the hell? What is with these razors? Alright. Since it took so long to get back to this point... sorry. Since it took so long to get back to this point, all we're gonna do now is the meeting of the Ring of Water and then call it a day, continue tomorrow. At least I will continue tomorrow in this case.
That's right.
Bam. Now we wait for the guys of the Ring of Water, finish up this quest, and... unfortunately, that's where we gotta stop for today. Hey, Laris. Oh boy. Court is about to come in. Didn't they have unique dialogue as well?
All right, my young friend. The
There we
void
are.
Of whether here, where remember no any. That's really not my problem.
Do 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 do.
Same old thing all over again.
Fine. Now, brothers, add people.
Fantastic, and that was already the ceremony.
Welcome to the Ring of Water, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
So, the
gratifying.
new fellow, eh? Welcome among us, Brother of the Ring.
Martin, you weren't allowed to say that sentence in modern times. Not anymore.
Things I could tell you.
Alright, the other members of the Ring of Water are dead. They all died.
Get away with that?
All that remains are 5 people. 4 people. Depends on whether Cavalon is living. Oh, Cavalon should be alive. I think he's invincible. Anyway, we got a piece of armor that we don't need. Very good. Usually that would be the strongest piece of armor at this point in the game. I think we're gonna do one more thing. That is return to Owner's farm. Finish up the quest with the mercenary peace offer. And then I will continue next time. Or maybe not. No, I can't even go anywhere with Laris yet. I need to, he needs to return to the city first. So yeah. This is now a lot of walking again. I would say I'm happy with the progress we made today, but I spent the first half doing progress, and the second half was spent catching up to the first half. So yeah, I don't want to deal with either swamp sharks or lizard men right now. Not interested in either. But they are. They definitely are. Oh boy. Buster, you're gonna... Okay, Buster. Your non-existent armor was your downfall. Now he's attacking me. Come on. Thank you, NPC. Let's do this together. Come on, mercenary, help me. Very good. That's how I like to fight. Perfect.
So much for you, filthy
Now
beast.
let's not aggro the lizard man over there. A woodland scavenger here.
Wait a minute.
Okay. By the way, new dialogue options.
What's new?
Ever since you joined us, the farm has been quiet. No militia.
See?
Tell me about the farm.
Onar hired us to guard his Lee is our boss. Torla. And then there's Silvio. He and his people are only a small part of the and Silvio is a dirty sumbitch.
I love it. The only change in this dialogue now was the first option, but there is a change. That is the relevant point. Buster, rest in peace. As long as Wolf didn't die. I mean, thing about Buster is, in Gothic 1 he was just the guy who taught you acrobatics. If I'm not mistaken. In Gothic 2... well, I suppose in Gothic 2 he's just a guy who thinks of himself more important than he actually is. Both in a funny way and in a really somewhat tragic way. Because I think you can offer some of the mercenaries in Chapter 5 to take them with you on the Esmeralda. But, yeah, some of them actually refuse, saying that they found their purpose here. I'm not exactly sure which ones of them it was, but I definitely remember something like that. Definitely. Alright, that was a lot of walking again before I gotta repeat that again. Nice. Alright, let's go to Lee, finish the quest, and then quit the session for today. And I gotta remember to save more often again. I need to remember that I cannot play 10 minutes without saving, otherwise something like today happens. Bam. And that is the end of today's session. For you it doesn't mean much, so I suppose I'm gonna see you in a few seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A new day, new luck. Alright, so we are still in the process of making ourselves ready for the Valley of Mines. Do you have a mission for me?
Good thing you're here. I've got
Yeah.
something for you to do.
What is it?
The farmer Bengar has complained that lately the
Alright, the militia mission, alright. Ah, right, it worked like this. Okay, so...
What can I...
just checking something real quick. Still no sprinting potion. I cannot believe it. Too bad. Do you have a mission for me?
All right, you win.
I used to say that myself.
You have to step in and sort things out.
Will you look at...
What do you
Oh,
want?
there it is.
Don't think that I'll tell you something. To me,
Really didn't deserve that.
I know I did just...
Ah, yeah. He challenges me to get a black troll pelt. So yeah. Isn't there supposed to be music playing right now? There it is. Had to enter a loading zone. Or not. It is actually a loading zone. It was accurate. Alright, so whether or not we actually do the quest for the mercenaries is up to us. I think we're gonna do it. It's basically on the way to the Valley of Mines anyway. So, what we are going to do for the next 3 hours, and yes, you heard me right, the next 3 hours are going to be you and me in this game. Just the three of us. With, maybe 1 or 2 breaks in between. Yeah, again, sorry. No, mercenary, no, you're standing alone here. That doesn't matter, I don't want to challenge the lizard man over there. So what we're gonna do is we are going to finish the preparations for the Jharkendar stuff so that we can hit immediately there after Chapter 3 begins. This is the last preparation we finish because after we enter the Valley of Mines, basically as soon as Chapter 2 starts for real, That's where this playthrough is gonna get over much quicker. I don't remember if I talked about it yesterday, but for example, if we go into Jharkendar, we are not going to do the pirate stuff. Maybe we're gonna take a quick look into there. But overall, we are going to focus on finishing the game first and foremost, as we should be strong enough from a rather early stage to do that. Alright, now we gotta go to Laris. With him, we gotta go to the water mages. The Valley of Mines is going to be extremely interesting. Essentially, based on what I experienced in the Valley of Mines, I will from then on plan forward on what we're gonna do. Jharkendar, one way or the other, is going to be rushed through. I'm not going to explore the entirety of the swamp, for example. At least I don't think I will. And I'm not going to complete every quest in chapter 3, 4, or 5. That's not what I'm going to do. That way we should be able to get this randomizer playthrough over much quicker and at the end be able to actually call it a full playthrough. I actually didn't really want to put as much time into it as Forsaken Gods, but then I thought about that and realized I was talking bullshit. Simple reason is, Forsaken Gods may be a game that, I don't know. How long did I record for that? Like 20 hours? 18? 15, 18, 20 hours? But it felt 3 times as long because the game is just ass. This game, on the other hand, honestly, it feels like I'm still in chapter 1 and I'm still having a lot of fun, so I don't really mind that all that much. Alright, Laris, I'm almost there. I wish I had sprinting potions. I really do. Rangaru. You don't really have anything useful for me, I think. I'm already kind of tired, but I think it will be fine. Everything is going to be fine, to quote this game. Now, I need to check first if I spoke to Vatrus. Told him that yeah, I needed to talk to him first. I need the plant. Wonderful. Now we can talk to Laris. With him we can go to the water mages. Then we can trigger the entire quest with getting the ornaments. How many learning points do we have? 65. I don't really need to learn crafting yet. That's going to be something for much, much later once we unlocked all the recipes. Then that is if I decide not to continue using my loaf of bread any longer anyway.
Hey. Okay,
Where?
let us take Vatrus's ornament back.
Then let's go. Follow me.
You heard him. This is going to be a bit of a long route. We are going into one of the most dangerous places on the map, especially with the randomized monsters. I think it was in session 4 that we killed a fire lizard and a fire golem there. It was close to a bandit camp, or an encampment in a cave. The place we're going to is a little further in there. No, actually, wait. I'm lying. I'm confusing it with a different forest. The forest we are going into is actually still dangerous, but not that bad, to be entirely honest. With Laris at our side, we should be able to take care of all of that very quickly. I'm not worried in the slightest. Now, Laris is invincible. He can take care of all monsters we encounter very easily. Now I need to kind of think about the conversation topics while we're on the way. Yesterday I talked about Metroid Dread. Still haven't had a chance to play that game. I've been thinking about doing another playthrough of Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, or San Andreas. I know I reviewed San Andreas back in the day, and if I'm not mistaken, I gave it a 4? or a 6. Did I give it a 4 or a 6? Maybe I probably gave it a 5. Anyway, I probably gave it a 5, but don't misunderstand that as I dislike the game or something. I gave the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, or the first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I gave that one a 4 out of 10, but still recommended everyone to play it because it was a very unique and enjoyable experience. It's just, when I give something a number, I consider this number to be in comparison to other products when it comes to the established standard of a certain genre. What actually matters, primarily for me personally, is just the written rating. As a little piece of trivia, originally, when we were still two working together on Critical Bytes, although the name is going to be changed very soon, I just need to kind of figure out how. I haven't dealt with that really yet. But back then, before we first began launching Critical Bytes, we actually argued about only numbers, only written ratings, or both. To get the best of both, worlds, and for the most amount of context possible, we decided on both. But how am I supposed to say this? I don't really care about the numbers. I think the numbers mean shit. Both from an objective point of view and from a subjective point of view, to be entirely honest, because that rating, that number, may, and that may is in capital letters, may apply to that point in time for that month in that year. But ultimately, I don't think they are really all that relevant. For example, a game with a lot of political commentary, unless it's something like, oh, Laris, you can just quickly take care of that. For example, a game that focuses on a lot of political commentary, unless your name is Deus Ex. Usually those games get outdated somewhat quickly, at least to some degree. I mean, do you remember Homefront? On paper, a very good idea with quite the interesting political suggestion in the background, but the way it was told was just already after half a year was extremely unbelievable. Ooh, a ring. Well, I'm gonna give my blessings to Innos real quick for permanent upgrades. 1 strength points. Nice. Strength point, yeah. So yeah, it's always, if your game in that case, like it is the case with Homefront, if your game doesn't compensate for that anymore. Oh, a Dragon Snapper and a Lizard Man. Looks like we'll be talking for a while now. I'm not gonna help him. I don't wanna die. So, Homefront's biggest problem in my opinion is just that in of itself it doesn't tell a good story. If it told a good, logical, and very interesting, engaging, and fascinating story, then it would have said, maybe it would, well, it wouldn't be held to the same regard as, for example, the first Deus Ex or Human Revolution or something like that. But it would still hold, it would still be able to hold its own. But nowadays, Homefront is remembered as nothing but that Call of Duty Battlefield hybrid clone that frankly failed on launch. It failed in reception to players. The gunplay wasn't that amazing. The single player story was really disappointing. By the way, I'm talking about my personal experiences. I'm not planning on making a review about that game.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Stop. Let's move.
Stay close.
Thank you, hero. Laris, shut the frick up. Is that a piece of armor? Oh, water mage robes. So anyway, back to the topic. I think you get my point. Back to the numbers. Let's just, for example, consider, of course, if a game comes out and it is actually really fantastic, like, as I said, Metroid Dread, for example, that just recently released. Then, of course, if the reception is good, if it actually delivers a high quality game that is actually a lot of fun, then numbers actually can help in sales, just for one example. So for that they are very useful, because many people don't really care about the rating or the text or the video or anything like that. Many people just look at the number at the end and make their very unfounded opinion based on that. And it's just, oh boy, a skeleton mage. I definitely need to work to help here on that one. I can't afford for Laris to freeze. Or for him to summon an army of darkness or something. That would not be that good. So anyway, numbers do have their purpose. But let's just consider one of my favorite examples, Gothic 3, when it was launched. The German media constantly gave it 8 9s across the board, completely suggesting the false image of the game to the viewers and readers. This is one example of numbers absolutely failing their purpose. And as we've seen already, many publishers also abuse that system. For example, with Crash Team Racing, where at the first week there were no microtransactions and they are getting patched in afterwards. That is actually, since then I stopped supporting Activision, so take it for what you will. I'm pretty sure, at least in my case, they caused more damage to them than benefits in that case. On the other hand, I'm not everyone, and I know that there are still more than enough people supporting their stuff. That also means that I haven't played stuff like Crash Bandicoot 4, for example, because I'm still slightly concerned about anything Activision will do in the future. And there's also that one little scandal about that little rapist ring that is going on around them, or at least Blizzard is involved, and at least from what I hear, and if Blizzard is involved, Activision ain't far away. I can promise you that. Now, do I have any proof of that? No, it's just personal experience at this point. I am pretty sure they're not going to get convicted of anything. Maybe. I'm not going to make a definitive statement about that. But there was a two-hander here somewhere, wasn't there? Anyway. But yeah, ultimately, back to the numbers. As I said, Gothic 3, perfect example of essentially an attempt to fool customers and readers into supporting a product that is currently highly advertised in the country and supported by advertisement partners and stuff like that. Of course, the entire issue regarding that is a lot more complicated, and what I just said was nothing more than a pathetically rough summary. Oh, the Silvio's blade. At least the blade Silvio's wearing in this randomizer anyway. So there have been examples of people just looking at the end of the numbers, and I fell for that too. As I said, Gothic 3 was a perfect example. I expected a great game, like the first two games, and what I got was not a good game. Not even a halfway finished game. Call it a disappointment. But this has happened so many times in the video game history, or in the video game industry to be exact, that numbers can be useful from time to time. Which is why I still consider their implementation to serve a purpose. But ultimately, the numbers in 5 years don't have relevance. Not really anymore. I mean, look at Witcher 3, a game that was essentially considered a revolution for open world RPGs, and it turned out that it was in terms of cinematic storytelling. How to set up dialogues, conversations, etc, etc, etc. But outside of the cinematography, Witcher 3 did not do anything new, and even when it comes to cinematography...
Hey, you, stop right there.
I forgot about
What do you
that
want?
bandit.
If you
Okay.
Smash in your face. You'd better transfer a few gold coins for your pockets to mine. And
Well, I need your IBAN first, you know. Do you also have that? You know, I need the IBAN, I need the ISBN, not the ISBN, what I'm talking about. I need the BIC, I need your general account data, your name at best would also be nice. But I think in return, I'll just save myself the trouble of dealing with online banking transactions and just kill you instead.
So you want it?
Oh my god, look at him. Well, 1, 2, 3. The third hit wasn't even necessary. Yes, I can still go on. We're almost at the water mages, Laris. Don't stop now. Oh god, I need to save. Oh, he had 3 joints with him. Yes! I don't have to replay 20 minutes. Oh, I could... Whoa, Laris! You are walking a very fine line. If you want to give me a heart attack, there... In the original Gothic 2, there's a goddamn shadow beast down there. Oh boy. 2 skeletons, okay. I'm going to help Laris, although he doesn't really need it. Bam! That was a lightning strike. With the power of bread. I can't... What was that word in the English language again that describes bread in a fancy way? I can't think about it right now. What is up with all those Enos statues? Like... Did someone have a sale? Like, seriously. How many Enos statues do I have in my inventory by now? And I'm pretty sure I sold some of them already. This is a quest Enos statue. I got 6 of them in my inventory. 6 statues. I don't think I've ever found that many in the original Gothic 2, at least. I've sold them always rather quickly. Ooh, a broom. Ooh. Oh, a swamp gas drone. That noise is so weird even every time I hear it. Wait, the swamp gas drones bypass invincibility? I've never noticed that. Look at this. Laris is invincible, but he lost health because the attack of the swamp gas drone always deals a set amount of damage, and as far as I know, it's literally the only enemy in the game, in the entire game, that has that feature, that has that ability. So wait, you can kill invincible NPCs if you attack them with swamp gas drones. Huh. So what would happen if I lured all the swamp gas drones off the swamp in the Valley of Mines to Garond and have them kill him? If they can. I would need about 10 or 15 swamp gas drones for that. I don't even know if there are that many in the valley. But it could be worth an experiment. Hell, perhaps we could even find a few new glitches that way. Perhaps that way we could find some new speedrun strats. Who knows? I'd actually be interested in experimenting a little bit with that. Well, as soon as I don't have 4 or 5 projects to work on at once. Ooh.
Here. Take the...
Alright, the inside of those ruins is going to be very interesting due to the monster randomizer, so I'm not going to head there just yet. Monsters are still killing each other all over the place, so for now we're going to loot because there is interesting stuff here. The most important location and most important object of interest, I suppose, that is the tent where the water mages first set up. There's a lot of stuff dying. Pretty sure there's... Oh, shit! Skeleton, fuck off. Fucking skeleton. Oh, what is that critical rate of that thing? And his range is too strong. Well, range isn't really strong, but... Damn. Damn. Seriously, damn. That skeleton has a crit rate of 100%, I feel like. Each and every hit he landed, it was a crit. Gee, I don't know what their crit rate usually is. I think their normal crit rate is like 60%. Alright, that's the scavenger. And my crit rate is still 30? 32. We will attempt in time to bring the one-handed critical skill up to 60 at least. Now that I think about it, with the one-handed stuff, ooh, some more permanent potions, but later. What I wanted to see was here, exactly. Do we have any stone tablets of one-handed combat? It's at level 2. So we still gotta supply most of the critical rate by learning points, I see. Oh god damn it! I didn't even hear it draw its sword. It probably still had the sword in its hand. Damn it! You know, the banes of my existence in this randomizer are definitely dragon snappers and skeletons. These two always seem to kill me the most often. And these are also the two that appear at the most unpleasant of times. Alright, now I still gotta find a way to get over the reach problem. Halo Reach! I don't know why I think about that. I did play Halo Reach back in the day, actually. It was one of the games that I got when I bought my Xbox 360. But I had... God damn it, that range! I cannot compete with that range! That skeleton spacing is just... inhuman. Well, that kind of fits, I suppose, but... it's not what I need. Alright. I really don't want to deal with that right now, so I'll just use a paladin spell. Disappear, monster. You don't belong in this world. 59! A 59 skeleton. Yeah, that does explain it. Also, can I just say that the paladin spells are actually pretty damn useful, and I am just slightly concerned about the fact that we ended up joining the dragon hunters. Although we still have access to spell scrolls, so I don't think it's that much of an issue. It's just more reliable to go for melee weapons or ranged weapons in comparison to magic in this randomizer run. Because if you're unlucky, and I don't know how that entire business with the Seeker works. I was not this randomizer causes so many new situations to happen. I've never seen this thing in this part of land, and I've never had one of them hunt me down. Or not hunt me down, but approach me from that far away. Holy damn, now I actually wish that the original Gothic 2 had more of those moments. It had a few of them. It did happen flexibly, so you couldn't really... you can replicate a bit of it, but you cannot reliably do so. But just... you know what, for the remakes I wish this, if they intend to improve upon anything. I wish more free-roaming animals who interact more with each other. Don't script that stuff. Make the AI and then let it play out. That's what I want. That's what I would love to see. Or perhaps wait for it in Gothic 3 or something. I don't really know. The entire topic of the Gothic remakes is a very interesting topic, but until we see actual gameplay, there's unfortunately no point in discussing or arguing about it. We don't know how the current build looks like, we don't know what their current design plans are, we don't really know anything. What is going on in that cave? What is going on? Why is everything killing itself? Or rather, why is everything fighting each other? I don't even know what's going on, but I just gained like 1,000 experience points just by standing around. Which is quite interesting, but these are all rather high level. There's a lizard and a goblin. Oh, a warg. A warg. Yes, okay, now there are 4 different things. I think it's about time that this is enough. This is enough. This is enough. I just wanted to look inside the cave. What is going on? Well, what did I expect? Alright. Let's lure them out one by one. Perhaps wait until the warg comes. Wherever that warg is. Usually wargs are attracted to corpses, bodies, or blood or something. Also, I find it really funny that in modern times, any little bit of innovation, even though it's not per se innovation in many regards, like, oh my god, our AI can... I don't know. This doesn't refer to Metroid Dread, to be very precise. They didn't advertise with it. But remember, I don't know which stealth game it was in recent years, but one of them was like, enemies can hear you. Well, it's not like enemies could hear you since the very first goddamn Thief game. It's not like Half-Life 1 had AI with the ability to hear you. Half-Life 1 AI even had the cancelled feature, or I think it was just deactivated, that they can smell you. So, no, it's not an innovative new feature. Especially if, like, yeah, 9 out of 10 times, that promised new great feature barely works. And with that I mean just barely works. I know. As you can guess, recently I had a lot of arguments with people about classic and older games. As I've already talked about yesterday, or in this case, earlier in the session. I recently had to deal with so many people that just obviously don't know what they're talking about. Like, when I hear that modern FIFA is supposed to be better than something like FIFA 08 or something, you know. Like, Jesus Christ. And I'm dead again. I just had a brain lag. I didn't even talk. I just pressed buttons. The walk will be... I think we will be able to take the walk down rather quickly. That's not going to be that much of an issue. But where is it? Oh, it's feeding on the rat. Or at least it's feeding on something. Good. Yep. Dun. Level 50 walk. Easy. There's a swamp shark around here. So anyway, when it comes to the Gothic remakes, I am both skeptic and optimistic. I am glad that Piranha Bytes is not working on it, but on the other hand, I hope the new developer studio knows what it's doing, and I hope that THQ Nordic, for a change, gives them enough time. Oh, god damn it, god damn! I knew about the stone golem. I knew it was going... Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about this. This is the stone golem cave. This is the stone golem cave. There are 3 stone golems. Oh no. I have a suggestion, and that suggestion is we are not going inside this cave. At least not into this area of the cave. I can take care of 1 swamp golem, but that's already it. A wolf, that's already more than enough. What is the swamp share aggressive for? Right, left, left, right, left, right, left. Something like that. On! Okay, he's aggro on me, he's aggro on me. The noises these things make is just unsettling. It sounds obviously human, but it's still distorted enough to become monster sound. It's like this really... It just doesn't feel right, you know? And I love sound design like that. Ooh. Kill undead. Or I think it was Banish Evil or something. On the spell scroll. Can I just also mention that the remake definitely needs, if there are like runestones or spell scrolls lying around in the wilds, they need the right incantation. Oh no, another skeleton. They definitely need the right spell on front so that you always immediately know, okay, do I want to pick this up? Do I don't want to do that? I definitely don't want to deal with the range of this skeleton again. Oh, that was another crit. What is up with these skeletons and constantly critting me? So far, each skeleton had a 100% crit rate. What is going on? I know 60% is a lot, but this is getting ridiculous. Oh, the swamp shark is actually hunting me. Ah, I forgot that the swamp sharks have a lot of disjointed range. One of the few monsters in Gothic that actually have that problem. I think it's because they were just taken one to one from Gothic 1 and not really changed in a lot of ways. I could be mistaken about that. They definitely move faster on the ground. That is definitive for sure. Well, for certain. I think I gotta take a small 5-minute break in a very short while. Let's see. Right, left, left, right, left, right. Another 3,000 gold. Easy. That was good loot. Just pick up everything that was here again. I don't want to engage with the skeleton. Although I could just use this spell scroll I found here. Who knew that a randomizer had good game design? Banish Evil. 400 points of damage against the skeleton. Perfect. And can I just mention Kai Rosenkranz? Damn, you were way beyond your time. Your visual effects in this game are still fantastic. I'm sorry, I just had to kind of crawl up his ass again. I really have a lot of respect for Kai Rosenkranz, considering what he did for Gothic 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure I would have been able to do any of that. Well, I suck at programming, so I definitely wouldn't have been able to do any of that. And I'm pretty bad at making music, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything about that either. So yeah. I'm really impressed with what he did. The music bugged out a little bit again, but that is not because the game's programming is buggy. It's because we've been reloading too often in the same space and the soundtrack has eventually just stopped. You might consider it an issue at some point, but I do like the peace and quiet from time to time. Okay, before I have to put even more workload on myself again, I will sleep until the daybreak. I don't want to increase the brightness on the entire video again. Or at least on the sections that are dark. Right now it is 20:36 or 8:36 p.m. And now it's 7 or 8. 8 a.m. That's when the morning begins on Gothic. Midday is 12 o'clock. Afternoon is like... or was evening? Night is definitely midnight. Evening was like 18 or 20 o'clock, I think. Well, whatever. There are actually quite a few secrets you can find if you explore certain places without sleeping prior, because in that case you would actually miss... Wait a second. Why can I have to concentrate? In that case you would actually miss these events. For example, in the Church of Fire, where the fire mages are, if you at 5 a.m. visit in front of the church, the paladin is training with his weapons there, and if you catch him and talk to him, or if you see him and talk to him, then he will actually teach you additional melee comp, or at least he gives you a little bit of critical skill for free. Good. More loot. And this loot is actually pretty damn good. I'm actually really happy with the loot we got here. Nice. It was worth it. Don't worry, we still have quite a while together. I won't leave you that quickly. Not today. I don't have to record for any lore videos today. I won't be able to record starting from tomorrow onwards, and that is why I want to get a lot of audio recording of the way. And it's also the reason why I want to definitely do this session right now. Again, tomorrow I won't be able to, the day after that I won't be able to, this weekend I won't be able to do any voice recordings either. But I will be able to edit. Voice edit and, audio edit and video edit. So, in that regard, things are going to make progress. But I gotta finish up something else before I sit my ass down on that. Priority for now is to make the recording for the next randomizer session. Get that out of the way. Finish that up, I don't know, tomorrow or the day afterwards. And then you guys have more content to work with. And that is actually something that I'm trying to give you. It's just not always all that easy, especially during current times. I know you must be pretty tired by now to hear about these current trying times. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever you may think of it, everybody can agree. A level 30 boar. How disappointing. I think any and all of us can agree things did not go the way they were supposed to go. Doesn't matter if you agree with... Let's just say, it doesn't matter which details of the illness you agree with or whether the illness exists, yes or no, but what we can all agree on, no matter which country you live in, is that no matter where you live, things weren't properly done. Things could have gone a lot better if people just had applied the necessary amount of structuring, planning, and actually had a lot of actually prioritized competency. But, well, that's what we get, I suppose. We gotta make the best of what we have. The only thing we need to make sure of is that at the end of the day, we just know what is important for us. Well, that doesn't really fit. Because saying that all that matters is just what's important for us, that is not true. That is bullshit. I don't even believe in that myself. Not even remotely. What I'm trying to say is we do have... No matter what you believe in, no matter what ideology you follow, we do have a common ground to some extent. that is something that one can build off of, or one can ignore that and proceed his own personal goals or whatever one's own personal agenda is. And yes, agenda is actually a fitting word in this case. I'm just, again, agenda is a fitting word in this case. But it's been attached to such a negative stigma over the years that many people misunderstand its true definition, its true meaning these days. Similar to many other words. Most importantly, slur words that have eventually found their use in slang language as part of regular speech. But that's an entirely different topic and issue that I'm not willing to talk about right now. That's like social studies. And frankly, I neither have the documentation at hand, nor have I really prepared myself for this discussion before starting this stream. It's just something... It's just a thought that entered my head for a while once I thought about those guys. Or those people, rather, because they were not all males. That I had these frustrating discussions with recently. I don't know, it kinda made the transition over to real-world politics and all that stuff. Which is ironic considering that I usually prefer to keep any and all politics out of the way and far away from the channel. And don't worry, I'll never refer to specifics. You'll never, ever hear me talk about politicians or some shit like that. I know I have sometimes almost drifted in that direction during the Forsaken Gods playthrough. But... oh, that walk is weak. Well, in that case, I can just do this. Yeah. Again, you won't hear me talk about politicians or real-world politics, etc. Because frankly, I don't really need to talk to you about that. I have enough people... A level 73 warg and he was that weak? What the hell? That warg was... Why is the warg in the cave, who's probably lower level, stronger than a level 73 warg? Well, whatever. No, just a lurker. Yeah, again. You can come here. It's not going to be about politics. Again, I did drift almost into it during my Forsaken Gods playthrough. But honestly, it's not like I have a need to talk about politics in a public setting. By my experience, it usually doesn't end in a good way. Does that mean that I'm not talking or that I'm not publicly talking about politics as whatsoever? No, that doesn't mean that. My public opinions, or rather my politic opinions, are nothing I make a secret of. Absolutely nothing. And anyone who asks gets an explanation in real life. But this is something that I will refrain from. Left, right, left, right, left, right, in case you were curious. In terms of YouTube, where people want to watch me for entertainment, content, whatever your reason is, there, politics just don't have a place. You come here to relax, not to hear my juvenile opinions about politics. And in regards to those, I don't even have all the facts or information. Of course, we wouldn't be at this issue if politicians around the globe would be more transparent and if people hold them more accountable for that, which I have attempted in the past but failed. Then we wouldn't be at this point. It's a crash. But as it is right now, the real world that is right now, the situation that exists right now, all I can say is we need a space where we can just say, screw all of this. And I would like this channel to be one of those spaces. Because frankly, I personally find politics incredibly frustrating. Just like this crash. See you in a second. And here we are. Once again, sporting a little less health than previously, but now we're finally making our way to the water mages. I haven't picked up everything I did pick up, but we are ready. There's a lizard. Alright. So far it looks good. Not sure. Don't worry, from now on we won't be talking about politics anymore. Just wanted to make my stance towards it clear when it comes to YouTube in general. So you don't have to worry about me suddenly going into political propaganda or some shit like that. I'm not interested in that. Alright, I can hear meat bugs, so at least some of the goblin skeletons or rats were replaced here with more pleasant alternatives. Let me just quickly refresh my health. Ooh, more permanent potions. You know what? I'm actually gonna drink them right now. First, 20 life, 20 additional hit points. We also found some more potions of sprinting. 6 additional strength points. Those are always very pleasant. And then we can soon eat the apples as well. The mantis. Unfortunately, I can't reliably hit it from this point. Ah, this one was rather weak. What's further? Oh, dragon snapper. Oh. I was just talking about how the pain of my existence are dragon snappers and skeletons. And here we are, facing another dragon snapper already. Alright, here we go. Let's give it our best shot. Oh boy. 1200! Something was level 120! What? What? What the hell is level 120 in Gothic 2? A troll? How was this troll killed by a mantis of all things? And maybe a minecrawler warrior. What is going on in these caves? What is walking around here? A troll in a temple. Dude. That poor troll. I don't know what's going on and why it's dying so easily, but... Man. Okay, we're going to... Oh, so the dragon snapper and the mantis are fighting each other. That's actually a very nice opportunity for me, because the mantis attacks the dragon snapper too fast. As you can see, it's whittled down because it cannot launch its own attack animation. So all I gotta do now is wait for the Oh no, 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 no. I forgot about the possibility about the dragon snapper taking one bite. Oh no. It killed me again. My skill gets exponentially worse the better equipped I am. That's actually a very curious thing. Okay, now I am actually going to freeze the dragon snapper to make sure that it's going to die. Are you going to attack? Doesn't seem that way. Alright, ice block, please work. Yes! Now we're going to gang up on the dragon snapper. Come on. Nice. Level 34 mantis. Nope, minecrawler, minecrawler, minecrawler. Move away for a bit. Dragon snapper and troll are dead. Now for the minecrawler warrior. Thank you. That lightning strike was really helpful. A level 22 minecrawler warrior. There's a troll and I need the troll pelt. That's a lot of money. Although being an apprentice to Bosper would be more useful in this case. I always wondered about this one little thing here. It looks like an entrance to a temple or something, but you can never go through this door. I wonder what's behind there, but unfortunately we cannot find out. There's the teleporter stone over there. We need to access it from the other side. Doop doop doo. Now we should get to one more. Oh, this is already it. I'm already at the end. Nice. At Satras. This is wonderful.
Are you mad? Get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Satras, the dragon hunter. We're going to watch this cutscene. Just for nostalgia's sake. Welcome to Gothic 1. Chapter 6 of Gothic. Chapter 6? Chapter 5 of Gothic 1 to be exact. Or was it chapter 5 or 6? I'm not sure when chapter 6 exactly starts. After you enter the temple with Eurydice or before? It's been too long since I did a full playthrough of Gothic 1, but for that review I did for Gothic 1 back in, I don't know, 2017, 2018?
You drained our money.
Okay, the three responses here are: it was necessary, your plan wouldn't have worked anyway, and I'm sorry I didn't know what I did. I knew exactly what I did. It was necessary, but I'm just going to insult Satras instead because he's a dickhead.
Your plan wouldn't have worked anyway. Blowing up the barrier with the ore mound is the biggest nonsense I ever heard. Oh.
I love it.
Hey.
What?
Wait, does he have unique dialogue for this case?
And how can I tell? You're trying to trick me, aren't you?
Oh, because I'm not wearing the ring. I'm going to ditch a bit of strength.
Hey.
As I
Yep, now I am a member of the Ring of Water. Officially.
Since there's no...
And now we're in. Now we have officially begun the Jharkendar content. Well, we have been dabbling in Jharkendar content the entire time. But that's a bit complicated to explain right now. After all, the Night of the Raven expansion pretty much reworked every little bit and balance of the game. Riordian, what do you have in terms of equipment? I think I have that crossbow in my inventory as well. Yeah, it's a war crossbow alongside a berserker axe, the strongest weapon in the game. This one, 200 damage, 170 strength. Riordian, you're a beast.
Hey. What are you doing?
I'm studying the...
Satras wishes to see you. What up? He can help you upgrade the amulet of the Will-O-Wisp. But we don't need his services. Maybe later, but not for now. I don't think he can teach us a way to let the Will-O-Wisp search for black ore, but I might be mistaken about that. Wasn't there something out down here? Right, an old stone. Yeah, an old stone tablet. Let's visit the other water mages. Kronos is a paladin with a regular two-handed sword, as far as I can see. Not a regular two-handed sword, but something like that. Medarion wearing high fire mage robes is actually not really fitting, but still better. Mixir, one of the few fire mages that is actually intelligent and competent, is wearing novice armor. Considering the other water mages, this is not that far-fetched. And the Fairies is wearing old guard armor, or rather high banded armor in this case. Yo, Mixir, can you teach me the ancient language? That would be perfect. There's more we can get out of the ancient language than you, if you have never played Gothic 2, can imagine. First, this language, level 1, level 2, and level 3.
Teach there is
Perfect. Now what we can do is use all those beautiful stone tablets. For example, the stone tablet of the archer, +2 critical rate, +4 critical rate, crossbow, +2, dexterity, +6, life energy, +5, +5, +5, +5, +15, +15, +15. This is why gathering these in the original is very important. Mana, permanent mana, those were just 6 additional points. Now I'm getting 12 additional points, so a total amount of 18. And one-handed +4. Strength. Got 6 additional points. There's an earthquake. And two-handed weapons. Beautiful. What are our stats? Looking better already. First off, we're gonna save, because this was actually a very important step, and I don't wanna
Hey, you!
take the risk of accidentally forgetting it or something. Da-da-da. Now we got the quest to get the rest of the ornaments. That's something we will do for today. Just wanted to make sure that I got all the details out of the way. Cronus is a merchant, which
Hey,
is
you.
very nice.
May I bother you?
It's you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Why not? Tell me what.
No, what do you have? Ooh, a book of knowledge, learning points. 2. This is actually more valuable than anything else we have in our inventory right now. I do have a lot of rings, but instead I'm just going to sell a few armor pieces, because we already have too many of those. Water Mage robes, middle Dragon Age armor, Core Angus armor, one more. Light Dragon Hunter, Knight armor, Heavy Militia armor, Minecrawler armor, Bloodwinds armor. Oh, we definitely don't need to do any of the pirate stuff. We already have all the bandit armor we require. Militia armor, a lot of it. Yeah, sorry, these moments are just kind of boring in between. Yeah, I'm just going to sell the farmer's clothing and the female clothing as well. We are probably going to find more anyway. Perfect. With that we have 7,000 gold, and he has a lot more armor. Beautiful. I don't like the English voiceover. It is fun from time to time, and sometimes it is really good, sometimes it is not.
Well,
And I need him to activate the teleporter stone, so at least give me access to the final one. Perfect. Let me see. And that's all I need to know. Now I gotta go back to Satyrus, I believe. And then we can use the teleporter stone, although I'm pretty sure we're going to go into death zone. We're gonna save before we enter the teleporter, and depending on what will happen, we might have to transform into an animal first, at least an animal that isn't hostile to orcs or other similar monsters. Or we fight our way through. That is a topic for a different day,
Hey,
though.
you.
Well, it's the topic for the same day. There we go.
It is.
And now we can get Laris to accompany us into the dangerous forest, the one that I was talking about previously. You know, the one with the fire lizard and the fire golem, the one that I mistook for the other one. Alright. Let's go into the teleporter. We are done here for now. You know, when on my first playthrough it took me a really long time to find this door. I never forgot its location afterwards. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. Well, the last right was in regards to yes, I got it right, and not, you know, you get what I mean. Here we go, teleportation. Let's go. Okay, the orc is still here. I can take down the orc, I'm pretty sure. I am rather high level comparison to what I usually would be when I would be taking on this orc. But he's dealing a lot of damage. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. The wolf was almost chipping me down entirely. Some more potions and one big one. Good. Now, do you have anything in your inventory? Not too bad. Okay, as far as I remember, there's a pretty powerful lizard man still in this cave. Left, right, right, left, right. Good. Did I get any more joke items, by the way, or is this the extent of it? It seems like this is the extent of it. This went pretty fine. Alright, the first ornament piece we are going to get ourselves. Well, that was a quick goblin skeleton. Come on. Sprinting attack. Good. Another one. Good. Level 71. Yeah, it was pretty powerful. And I was lucky that its strength wasn't increased alongside its level. I was pretty damn lucky. A heavy stick. Stormbreaker. Bow. A ring. Stuff. All that is useful. What I'm most interested in is black ore, sprinting potions, and spell scrolls. That's the primary reason why I'm still looting. Because those are our emergency items and we will be in dire need of them the further we keep going. Our personal strength isn't going to get us very far. Or it might get us rather far depending on my personal skill. But once we enter chapter 6 or the dragon hunt, that's when we'll probably have to compensate with spell scrolls, and there's no way around that. There's gonna be no way around that. I may be higher level than usual with a lot of learning points, but the fact that I cannot reliably skill any one ability by my choice, instead being randomized what I skill, that will definitely push some buttons later down the line, and it's going to end up with me under power near the end. Whew. Explanations. Talking. Beautiful things. Yo, Harold, what up?
It's been a while since the last time.
Wait a minute.
There you
Yeah.
are again.
He didn't comment to me becoming a mercenary, because if you keep regular conversation with Herod, he will comment on you becoming a mercenary or a fire mage or a paladin, just like any other teacher here. Which is one of the beautiful things about Gothic. The people actually reacted to you, the player, and your choices. To some extent. The main story isn't going to change fundamentally, a little bit. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I went to Laris first. That's not what I had to do. Sorry. I kind of wish we could cheat, but this is a no-cheat playthrough. The benefits we get from the randomizer are already more than enough. Because if we cheated, we could move faster, but we might also miss vital stuff in between. So the walking, unfortunately, is going to be a part of this journey. Yep. So the first thing we need to do is go to Cavalorn. And with him, we find out that the ornament piece has already been taken. That was near Lobat's farm here. And yeah. Ultimately, this should go rather peacefully here. No major fights. Nothing like that. No, the farmer's still dead. This farm was a nightmare. And still is a nightmare. Alright, Cavalorn, let's go. Man. I really don't have a lot of commentary to offer if I don't know the game already. I just kinda prefer, if I play something for the first time, to just shut up and enjoy it in silence. I get your letter.
Have you all?
Bam. Wonderful. Now we are going to activate the Stone Circle for the quest. If I can find the switches. There's one. Where's the second? There's the second. And now I need the third. There... No, that was just a texture. There should be one switch on each stone. I activated the two here, but where's the switch on this one? There it is. Now, originally there is supposed to be a guardian here, but now we talk to Cavalorn. Bam. Since Cavalorn, he wanted to dress into farmer's clothing, but yeah, due to the randomizer, that doesn't happen. Is there anything down here that we can still grab in terms of loot? It doesn't seem like it. Pretty sure I was here already, otherwise there would be a monster here. Anything like a piece of armor? No. And if there's something that I did see and couldn't grab, then it was clipped in the wall. Or rather the stump. Oh, Cavalorn is taking on the Razor. Well, oh no, Cavalorn is not invincible. He could die on these fields. Oh no. He does have good armor, well, medium armor, on a when viewed from a wide scale, but that isn't going to help him that much. I did clear out the farms, didn't I? Oh, I hope I did. Otherwise, this is gonna turn out very poorly. No, I did not. We're going to deal with that another time. Is there anything in the house I missed in terms of loot? I'm in a looting spirit again. Hilda, no! Well, you got a stone tablet of crossbow. Unfortunately, you didn't have the necessary strength to wield the crossbow. That is unfortunate. Now, no, I did loot this. Well, Hilda did actually have a chance against the Razor when she took it on way back in the first session. But she didn't use her crossbow because she didn't have the necessary strength. That is unfortunate. Instead, she was eaten. Oh no. What are you up to, guys? Why are you drawing your weapons? Oh, to kill the swamp shark over there. But whoever's fighting it should be fine. if he survived the onslaught so far. And if it's Vito, he's definitely going to be fine. Are you going to kill it anytime soon? Well, not my problem. My mission is to get back the ornament pieces. So anyway, now we go back to Lord Hagen, demand the ornament piece. He's going to give it to us freely because he doesn't know what to do with it. And after that we go into the thick forest, and there's one more stone circle we have to visit on Owner's Farm, right. Owner's Farm was the final piece location. The water mages also gave you a map I can show you real quick, with which it's much easier to find. To find the locations, yeah, exactly here. On the southeast here is the one in Owner's Farm, the one in the north is the deep forest, and the one closest to us, closest to the city, that's the one we just visited. Alright, Lord Hagen, I came to get what is mine. Let's go! Although, seriously, if I were the military commander, I would probably dress up in some more comfortable clothing anyway. But on the other hand, I wouldn't make for a good military commander, to be entirely honest. Military and me is something that doesn't go well together hand in hand. I might need to do something real quick. I didn't calculate in any toilet breaks. Maybe I should have done so. Alright. Let's go to Laris. I'm gonna save real quick. Take a very minor break. And afterwards, we are going to get the ornament pieces. And my plan for today is to at least enter the Valley of Mines and open the portal to Jharkendar. Those are the two things I would like to do. I'm not going to enter Jharkendar yet, or maybe I'm going to do it once for a little bit of quick loot.
Hey, you!
And after that, things should go smoothly.
Then let's go.
Alright. With that, I am going for a quick... Maybe I'm not going for a quick break. I need to quit anyway because the game just crashed. See you in a second. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Again. Da-da-da. Now we are at the place where we left off. It took a little while longer than I anticipated to get back to this point. I had a little bit of a phone call to make. But everything is fine now. I don't really know what the last topic was we talked about. So I'll just cut it off. I don't know if it was resolved or not. So yeah. Let me think. What could we talk about right now? I did already talk about what I wanted to do, what was going to be coming up, our priority list. I mean, theoretically, we could finish Jharkendar today. Just theoretically speaking. Theoretically speaking. That way we would at least have some amount of substantial progress here. It's just that for today I don't feel like we've done enough, or at least I've done enough process. I still don't really know why I constantly say we. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a walk. We're almost at the forest, but we're gonna have to fight our way through for a while. And I still gotta expect crashes, so I might have to redo some of those journeys. But that'll be an issue for me. There's a piece of armor there that I did not pick up. There we go. A silver ring. We could sell that. Nice. And there's weapons. Another ring. Nice. Yeah. Now I remember. When this session started, I mentioned that I was planning on playing San Andreas or Vice City again. The reason for that simply is Vice City is my favorite Grand Theft Auto, still up to this day.
All right.
Here we're gonna drop a save. Good. Yeah. San Andreas, despite me not really rating it very high, it's still a fun game. One that I don't replay too often, but it's still a fun game. But I'm not sure I'm really in the mood for San Andreas. It is a good game, but it's also really long. So, if I'd go back to Grand Theft Auto, it would most likely be to Vice City. Thing is, I'm not a big fan of the 2D Grand Theft Autos, meaning Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. Those are the 2D Grand Theft Autos that I did play.
Nothing there.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3 is a game that I personally don't really enjoy that much, to be entirely honest. There are just so many things about Grand Theft Auto 3 that are just, hey, you're supposed to fight Laris. What are you doing? What the hell? Blah, 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 blah. That's not fair. I was talking. You're supposed to fight Laris. That's why I brought him here. These swamp golems. I don't know why he just suddenly targeted me. But apparently, it's a thing. Probably he saw me first. No, doesn't matter. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto 3 is a game that I personally don't like all that much, to be entirely honest. It already begins with a story having a main character. There's seriously a troll over there. Having a main character that doesn't talk when everybody talks to him and expects an answer. It's not like Half-Life, where it actually feels like Gordon actually just chooses not to talk even though he could. No, in Grand Theft Auto 3 it's just like, yeah, the protagonist doesn't talk for some reason, one or the other. It's not really known, and that's something I personally have a bit of an issue with. Also, I don't really like the driving controls in Vice City. Not in Vice City, but in GTA 3. I don't really like the driving controls. The radio is also something... I think there are 1 or 2 radio stations in GTA 3 that I do actually enjoy, but generally it's something that I could live with... not live without, but I would have preferred a... not... I don't want to say better soundtrack selection, because it's a matter of taste. Perhaps the soundtrack selection that is more suitable for me? Is that better to say, to summarize? I think it is. Yeah. GTA 3, it's been a long time since I last played it. I have like 3 copies of it lying around here, and there was a time I did play a lot of it until Vice City came out. But then Vice City quickly became my favorite Grand Theft Auto, and it still is up to this day, to be entirely honest. I did play and buy Grand Theft Auto 4 with all of its add-ons. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Grand Theft Auto 4 is probably the one Grand Theft Auto I like the least. I cannot stand the driving controls. Maybe it's a controller thing. I've never played it on keyboard and mouse. But... Grand Theft Auto 4 goes overboard in its desire for realism, and it's not all that much fun for me. Also, the archaic, non-existent checkpoint system, considering that some of the missions at GTA 4 are really long, much in the spirit of San Andreas. It's just a combination of many little things that make me dislike Grand Theft Auto 4. It's a game that I should enjoy and that I should like, very similar to the Dark Souls series. But frankly, for some reason it just isn't. Ever since I finished Grand Theft Auto 4 and its add-ons, and I don't even remember anything of the add-ons since I rushed through them, as I just wanted to be done with them. I've never revisited the series, and I never revisited Grand Theft Auto 4 since then, and I never had a desire to. It just wasn't that much fun for me. I always considered Vice City to be generally the better game. Not in terms of shooting mechanics, of course. Vice City was not that modern when it comes to that. But it was still perfectly playable, don't get me wrong. Then Grand Theft Auto 5. I did play the first version of Grand Theft Auto 5, the one for Xbox 360, before it was even released on PC. Regards to Grand Theft Auto 5, it's a difficult topic for me. It is a really good game. Don't misunderstand me. I had a lot of fun with it. It is objectively a really good game.
For you, filthy beast.
It's just so many little nitpicks. Not as many as GTA 4 for me personally.
Nothing to plunder.
But
Hurry up.
I don't know how to properly explain this. It's been too long since I played GTA 5. I mean, like what? It's been 8 years, 9 years since then. And I haven't done another playthrough of it. Just like GTA 4. I just simply haven't. I never had a desire, contrary to the older GTAs, to ever go back to GTA 4 or 5. And it's not because I generally dislike modern games or some shit, or that I'm limited to games I have nostalgia for, because that's not true at all. It's just that I like to compare modern games with games that we had in the past, and the result is often disappointing for me personally. And unfortunately, GTA 5, despite all its good points, was such a game for me. And there's the Stone Guardian, by the way. We're gonna lure this one to Lester. Not Lester, Laurus. Lester is in a completely different area right now. Perfect.
There. You should.
And Laurus is heading back. Wonderful. Could you go and clean this up here? Oh, an Ice Wolf. You can take care of that. I'm not dealing with that. So yeah, GTA 5. I like the gunplay. I really enjoy the driving physics. I also like the radio stations a lot. Although, to be fair, I also like the radio stations in GTA 4. And Vice City and San Andreas. So in those regards, GTA 5 is fine. Completely honestly. I probably, before I would have to make a definitive statement, my opinion is outdated by a long shot. I mean, since then we had how many revisions of GTA 5? With how many added features? So my opinion in this regard really only applies to the very first version of GTA 5. But back then, I gave the multiplayer a shot once. Never again. I've rarely seen such an abysmal multiplayer service. And I didn't want to waste my time with that at all. I actually found, despite the Rockstar Games Club, that the GTA 4 multiplayer actually worked a little more reliably. It could very well be possible that my memory is playing a bit of a prank on me in this case. These visuals right now look absolutely beautiful. These are the kinds of visuals you don't really get to see in modern games anymore. Thick vegetation, fog, it feels like an actual goddamn forest. I love this game. I love the world design of this game. But whatever. We're not gonna deal with the troll. So yeah, I might have to replay GTA 5 at some point, but yeah. The multiplayer of GTA 4 was also something I ditched for the most part, because despite being better than the multiplayer of GTA 5, it still wasn't good. It's the same reason why I honestly hate the online in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or the multiplayer games in general with bad netcode. I hate it abysmally. And it's not even a joke. I stopped playing pretty much all multiplayer games. Eventually because either I lacked the time and never wanted to go back, or just simply speaking, because of the online service. Or the lack thereof. With that I don't mean that I demand live service games. Those can kiss my ass with all due respect. At least the majority. But yeah, what I'm expecting from an online multiplayer game is to have reliable servers. That's already the beginning and end for me. Give me a multiplayer that works fine, that in which the gameplay works almost identical to that of the single player campaign or the offline mode or whatever. Make it reliable, make it consistent. I don't want to see any lags, frame input lags or frame input delays or anything like that. I really don't. And unfortunately, this experience has been increasing constantly over the past few years. Although to be fair, maybe I just erased the other games in regards to that out of my memory, because I remember playing a lot of garbage back in the day that a lot of it has been killed from my memory. Anyway, we were at GTA 5. The one thing that annoyed me the most is that outside of the story there was essentially nothing much to do except for the stuff that you could do essentially since GTA 1, you know, drive around, shoot a few guns in here and there. Yes, there were a few strip clubs, but let me be honest for a second. San Andreas had significantly more buildings you could enter in comparison to GTA 5. Also, the map of San Andreas was significantly larger. Now, the map in GTA 5 is more detailed, but what does detail even mean if detail doesn't contribute to the gameplay, really? Are you chasing me, troll? He actually is. This time you're not gonna kill me, although you are pretty good at it. Nope. Nope. Ah, the range. Come on. He's stuck on a tree. One hit. Backdash. 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3. I make it dependent on whether he sidesteps or not. You can get 2 or 3 hits in then. My main problem is honestly range. Oh boy. I mistimed it. Backdash. Level 73 troll. At the very least, it's not a 120 level troll. That would have killed me quick. Or maybe not, depending on whether the strength would be increased or not. So yeah, GTA 5. My main complaint, not enough to do, except for the main story. And the main story was actually something I did not enjoy all that much in GTA 5. It is a story made with a lot of effort, don't get me wrong, but the writing inconsistencies really annoyed me the longer those kept going. I don't remember any specific examples, but I remember characters changing their tune way too often. Again, I'm just talking from memory here. Let me just quickly refill my health. The battle with the troll took a little bit too much out of me, and I need life energy to face the Stone Guardian. There we go. But yeah, that's the primary reason why I want to revisit Vice City. Because as far as I remember, Vice City is one of those games, yes, there aren't a lot of places you can do something. I entirely agree. Vice City doesn't have any buildings, or many buildings you can enter, maybe a disco from time to time. And the buildings you can enter don't really have a lot going for them, just a few NPCs doing some idle animations, with nothing much more on it. But Vice City, I can see Vice City much easier as a linear game with a bit of... with a few features on the sidelines to keep you distracted, to keep you playing for a while longer. And the thing that I love about Vice City is that essentially at every corner there is either something to find or something to do in some regard, maybe a minigame or something. San Andreas was too stretched out for its own sake, in my personal opinion. It's still a very good game. It just had a bit too much empty space, and the third major city was entirely pointless. And also had some of the most aggravating missions in the entire game. When it comes to GTA 5, though, it just doesn't feel quite right. I'm playing Gothic and talk about GTA 5 and other games, yeah. Anyway, long story short, the reason why I prefer Vice City, I wanted to go to the Stone Guardian. The reason why I personally prefer Vice City, long story short, is not only because I feel like the elements just stitch together in a better way than the other GTA games, but also because I feel like Vice City is one of the few GTA games that actually has a clear focus on what it wants to do from start to end. That is a feeling I've been missing from the GTA series for a long time. Again, I would have to revisit the entire series at some point. Well, not the entire series. I'm not really going back to GTA 1 or 2. That's very unlikely. GTA 3, I don't like playing GTA 3. But I would revisit it at some point, maybe. But I primarily am interested in GTA Vice City. I just want... When it comes to older games, I would like to keep playing those that I actually thoroughly enjoy. Oh, he doesn't really deal a lot of damage. Oh, because of the armor, I see. Woo! That was a nice kill. We got all the ornament pieces. Magnificent. Alright. Now we are going to the water mages. Let them stitch the artifact together, and then we could theoretically enter the Valley of Mines or quickly deal with Jharkendar. I'm thinking. I'll have made my decision by the time we reach there. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto. A very high quality series that I personally enjoy a lot. I did play every mainline entry. I did not play stuff like Chinatown Wars or something. I did play a bit of the Liberty City and Vice City Stories games, but never finished any of them. Because they were released rather late into the PlayStation 2 life cycle back then. I never had a PSP. So yeah. I think I am going for Vice City if I ever going to play a GTA within the next foreseeable time. Within the foreseeable future. There's also this new thing, this Grand Theft Auto Definitive Trilogy or something that's supposed to be releasing soon, I think. But I'm not gonna buy it. The very simple reason is you can put in as many visual improvements as you want. For me, those are secondary, if not tertiary. Tertiary? It's lower than my second priority when it comes to remasters or remakes. My primary interest is actually that the feel of the original is kept alive to the best of their abilities. And all I had to do, basically, to convince myself that I wasn't interested in this game, why didn't I just use the teleporter? I am such an idiot. Sorry, I am going for the teleporter now. I keep talking. Talking. So yeah, the thing that convinced me not to buy the Definitive Trilogy was simply because of the soundtrack list. The one thing I enjoy in Vice City a lot is to do all the missions with good old Flash FM or something in the background. With all of its 70s glory. Or was it the 80s? I think it was the 80s, but I'm just going to say 70s because I'm not entirely sure. I need to go here. And the soundtrack lists, at least those songs that are still in the game, left me unimpressed to say the least. So yeah, I just, I have 4 copies of Vice City here. I have 3 I also have 4 copies of 5 copies of San Andreas here. And I have like 4 copies of GTA 3. I don't need a definitive trilogy. I have so many backups for these games that I don't even know what to do with them. And, Stone Tablet. I just wanted to jump into the portal. Which I'll do now. Whee! Perfect. Satras. I'm going to sidewalk now because it's a little quicker. Oh no, we have to go to Nefarious. So yeah, that's simply that. The definitive edition doesn't want to give me the same feeling I had with the classics and doesn't care to replace it with anything of equivalent value. So, frankly speaking, as a fan of the older games, as someone who still has access to them, I literally have no reason whatsoever to acquire the new product. They haven't given me a single reason. The gameplay improvements, I don't really care all that much. Or maybe I do care. But I do care more about what we've lost in the transition. Now I'm going to let them put together the ornament piece. Yeah. Remakes and remasters are a very interesting and fascinating topic in general, in my personal opinion. But first off, let's deal with Satras here.
So that you can once again interfere with the magical structure?
Exactly. Not too bad. Now we gotta wait for them. Save. We can use this opportunity to talk a little bit more. Although I'm curious about one thing. Do I have fear? I mean, not in real life. Of course I have fear in real life. I'm talking about as a spell scroll. Do I have fear? No, I don't. Too bad. I was curious whether I could put the fear status effect on Satras. That would have been quite interesting. Bam, quest completed. Nice.
There.
Perfect, now they're going to do their little ritual. To Mixir, my boy. The only water mage I actually like. Well, Riordian is also kind of cool. Riordian and Mixir, I think, are the best. No, wait. Kronos, Riordian, and Mixir. Those are the nice guys, in my personal opinion. Waiting until Satras decides to talk to us and give us the ore fragment. Or not the fragment, but the ore ring. Not the ore ring, but the ornament ring. Rather similar names. But at least it's not like an Elex where literally some names are shared by different definitions. That is infuriating, to say the least. But no matter. Yeah, so remakes and remasters are interesting to begin with. When it's like... Do I have it now? Or did they already give it? Did they already give it to me? Nope. Alright, Satras. Satras has it.
Hey.
Very.
Alright. Now, I'm gonna check the watch real quick. 45 minutes. 45 minutes, you don't say. But I would really like to save Jharkendar for later. I still haven't reached, as you've already obviously noticed, I still haven't reached a decision. Jharkendar now or the Valley of Mines now? We have 45 minutes. I've been talking so long about remasters, GTA and all that stuff because I can't think of anything better to talk about right now. It's this session has been mostly just walking. The Valley of Mines could be cooler if we're more underpowered, but this randomizer already eliminated that, to be entirely honest. Jharkendar it is! First off, great cinematography. Second off, great song. Third off, let's go into the fucking Stargate! Maybe I just missed the jump and I'm literally like 1 millimeter before the loading zone. Yep, there we go. Jharkendar time! Let's go. Now that I think about it, I remember that you could read these now. Some of these you could read. Oh, right, and the library in the desert. Those you can read. Actually quite interesting. We don't need to deal with those. Not quite yet. Saving. Perfect. Now there were some rats here. Let's see what they've been replaced with. Maybe I walked the wrong way. Satyrus. No, actually no rats. And the water mages have all been equipped with new armor and equipment. Alright. Talk about all that story stuff. This is actually one of the most fascinating stories in this game. The entire history of Jharkendar, discovering their ancient heritage and all that. Satyrus, the farmer, Nefarious, the cook. There's actually a water mage over there. You know, Nefarious is actually... Nefarious is actually kinda... I feel kinda sorry for him. He is deemed by the other water mages as the expert of portal technology. More or less, alongside not Mixir, but that guy over there. Oh, a lizard man. Will Murdarian survive? Or was it Kronos? It's Murdarian. Right. Murdarian and Nefarious are basically considered experts on teleporting technology, and Nefarious is just like, I don't know why you spent 3 days in there, I have no idea. It just works fine now, so... fine, I guess. And frankly, he doesn't even have any way of researching it. That's the bad part. He doesn't even have a choice. He has no way of researching it. Nobody would probably even have an idea on where to start. Well, anyway. Let's look for Kronos. There he is. Now sporting women's clothing. And he lost his impressive weaponry, unfortunately. Da-da-da. Do we have new inventory? Oh, yes, you have. Sprinting potions, mine. So, mine. Apple tobacco, weed, holy water. But no black ore. How unfortunate. I am going to have a use for the sleep spell, eventually. Good. I am not going to spend a lot of time here looting. I told you we were going to deal with Jharkendar quickly, and I wasn't going to lie to you. Because now, we're going to check roughly what's going on in the pathway. But all we need is a little transformation into a dragon snapper. That's all I need. I hope I can get the glitch right. Ah, snapper is fine enough. I just don't know. I just don't want to deal with all that wildlife. The sheep is gonna stay alive. I never like killing sheep or other innocent animals in any game, really. Although it is absolutely hilarious to throw a meteor on bunnies in Gothic 3. That is hilarious. Oh, look at this. A lot of field raiders and scavengers. I'm not used to seeing those here. Let me just quickly cut a little short to the swamp. We don't wear the bandit's armor yet. Let's see here. Doop, doop, doo. And you can probably already guess what the glitch is going to be. Oh, no, 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 no. Where did this dragon sniper come from? Why are you the bane of my existence? I cannot equip the dragon. I can buy time. I can buy time. Somewhat. First this. Now come on, quick. Draw the bread! Draw the bread! Come on, bandits, you need to help me. I can't die yet. Not again. Not so soon. Help me, bandits. Help me! Oh my god, they have beginner skill level.
I've still got it.
Oh no, 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 no. Come on. Target them. Oh, finally. Finally. Now all you guys gotta do is keep him locked. I hate dragon snappers. I hate them so much. Oh no, they're going to clear out the swamp or what?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
How's it going?
Either you'll get eaten by a beast, or you'll get eaten by a beast. This swamp will...
Actually, you are correct. This swamp will be your grave. Although you're not aware of it yet. So there are two ways to deal with Night of the Raven. You can just kill everyone. Actually, there are three ways.
Wait a minute.
Let me just quickly get the quest from Sancho. Beautiful. Alright, there are three ways. Way number one. You can walk in here if you're powerful enough and kill every bandit living here. Nobody really get... That's legitimately an official way to deal with this add-on. Just kill all the bandits. It's actually a very lucrative opposition, or rather a very lucrative suggestion. If you are either a fire mage or... Actually, it's a very lucrative suggestion anyway. Ultimately, because you cannot knock any bandits here unconscious. You kill them on sight. And you kill them on hit. Miguel having Shadow Paladin and armor. That's actually kind of impressive. But you have a merchant's inventory and I want you to trade with me. Come on. Perfect. What do you have? Lockpicks. That's good enough. Perfect. Now the first step, the second way is to infiltrate the bandit camp as a spy, more or less. No, actually you are a spy. And work your way upwards from there. The third way is actually the way that I personally find the funniest. After I come back from this crash. See you in a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Something happened, as you can see on my health bar. Things didn't go exactly the way I thought. Sancho died, the Dragon Snapper is also dead, but not without sacrifices. Also, every bandit spawned with different equipment and inventories, so things remain interesting. That's good enough. As you can see, I am pretty much dead. But that's fine. Because Franco doesn't have as much of an armor now. So he should be dealt with rather quickly. The third way I was about to show you, right? Quickly, let me drink a few potions. I'm pretty sure I cannot actually do this without the black ore speed boost. Without the double speed, or perhaps even triple speed. So, let's just hope for the best. Oh, here we go. Otherwise, I'm going to kill this Why are you attacking a sheep? You guys are the worst. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm going to kill all of you. You're not worth it. Screw this. These guys attack sheep, then I don't have a fucking shred of mercy for them. Now let's see. 20 healing scrolls. That looks fine. What do I have here? Do I have... how many fire rain scrolls do I have? Fire rain. Where are you? There's great fireball. Do I even have fire rain? Great firestorm. Ba-da-da. No, I don't have fire rain. Okay, maybe I do have to do this with a little more caution. I don't want Miguel to die yet. It doesn't really matter what I summon. Let's hope for the best. Here we go, Franco, die. And another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another. Perfect. That should be enough for now. Now all I do is, let's see, Lurker. Oh, they killed all of them. Did it kill Franco? No, it doesn't seem like it. Ah, I swear, you gotta do everything yourself these days. Oh, I summoned a zombie mod. And he had the same inventory as his counterpart in Gothic 1. That is hilarious. Well.
Just you wait, you son of a bitch.
Nope. Alright, Franco was just a one-hitter. Easy. Well, he is dead. Now let's proceed. Although you guys also have pretty good inventories. Oh god, he is actually a master. No, this may have not been a good idea. Okay, damn it. Too bad. It was worth a shot, but I couldn't have foreseen that I summoned 7 not as good monsters in a row. Alright. In the randomizer setting, actually going for the glitch is pretty damn difficult.
Hey.
Yo, Franco, what up? 1, 2, 3. You're just a one-hitter. You have no chance against me. You may have 60% critical skill, but you're worth nothing. Well, he is worth something, because on my first playthrough, he beat me up like nothing else. But that was before I properly understood the actual system here. So far, the bandits look pretty regular, so to speak. Doop doop doo. Let's go to Snuff. Because he has trading stuff, as far as I remember. No! He doesn't have anything to trade.
Hey.
She has something to trade. What was her name again?
Hey.
Lucia, right. Wearing the armor of a judge.
Have you?
Da-da-da. What do you have in store? That's all I want to see. You have nothing special. That was Lucia. Now I go to Fisk. Let's see what he has in store.
Wait a minute.
Ah, too bad. He doesn't have many impressive things either. Oh. Da-da-da. Okay, he doesn't trade. Does Hunu trade? Now wearing the nobleman's armor. Probably stripped it off Bartholo, the Ore Baron. In the old camp who wore this armor, probably stripped it off his goddamn corpse. Well, he deserved it. Don't worry about it. Doop doop doo. Now, the interesting part. I'm just going to kill Don Esteban real quick. At least I hope that. At least I hope I can. Let's see. I have summon wolves, or only 5 now. Oh no! I accidentally transformed. Well, 2, 3, 2, do. Unfortunately, I used the wrong spell and died. That wasn't part of my plan. Alright. Where is it? Summon wolf. There, 7 scrolls.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. That wasn't so hard.
Do and summon and summon and summon and summon and summon and summon. That should be enough to cause some damage. There's Mud! Zombie Mud! And he's dead. Level 0. Well, that was more than fitting. Do. I just want Esteban dead. That was Esteban. Perfect. That took care of Esteban. Perfect. And his personal bodyguard doesn't really give me shit either. Beautiful. And here is his inventory. 5 gold pieces. Or 5 ore nuggets in the original Gothic one. And water.
Everything all right?
Touch Esteban, and I'll chop you to pieces.
He must feel so much safer with you around. Well, Don Esteban is dead. Now we gotta talk to Thoris. Deliver the new ore slates for the miners. And then we're gonna take up Raven.
Hey.
Doop doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Now we're going to give the diggers here 5 plates. In the speed run, you just run here, through here as a dragon snapper with twice or triple speed and clip through the walls. That's the long story in short. Lenar. Bam. I am not going for the most efficiency in gold mining and gold digging. Otherwise, I would have needed to follow more steps. Dub. Here, I already got a green novice. I'm not sure which it is, the lethal one or the unlethal one, but we're gonna find out. Ah, there it is. Boop. With that, I finished his stuff. Doop. Yo, Senyan, what up? This dialogue is gonna be fun.
Looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news.
I've got exclusively bad news for you.
First,
Raven is looking for you. And if they find
a lot of people.
then your combat skill, the sheep coming
to the wolf. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. You know what, Senyan? You can kiss my ass. Don Esteban is dead. There we go. Now we need 1 more miner, I think. Or did we already send in 3? I think we already sent in 3. Or can I also send in Paul? Nope. Too bad. Well, whatever. Finish my job, let me go to Raven. Perfect.
Get out of my...
Now we activate the teleporter here, so that we can quickly get out. We could now go the entire side quest with Cardamon, was it? Summoning Cardamon or investigating what happened there and all that stuff. But I have better ideas. Well,
Smart kid.
there's a zombie. Dub, 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 dub. Nice. I'm not really comfortable with the guard here. That's my only defense.
Hey,
Get out of...
no one. You already know. You would
We'll
be it. One more for Raven.
Eh. Yep. That's what I expected the worst case scenario to look like. Well, ow. I'm just going to walk inside then. Oh, god damn it. The woman comes around the corner and slaps my life out of my body. Well, this... Did it crash? I have an error message I've never seen before. You NPC, someone has an illegal reference to an NPC. Arr! Like seriously, that's the error message. It's reloading? It didn't crash? What? Okay. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I need to kind of work through this real quick first. And here we are back. The error message was actually not really all that important. It was just a minor glitch that can happen from time to time in Gothic. Yeah, our plan is still the same. We want to get to Raven. And we can achieve that by killing these two here. We just need a good summon. We have one more wolf and a skeleton if I'm... Yeah, let's just do this. Skeleton. Another skeleton. Oh, a demon is fine enough as well. Perfect.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting.
Get out of my...
No one enters.
Perfect. Kill the guard, kill the guard, thank you. Wait, I cannot be touched by you right now, otherwise I'll aggro the other ones. Come down here. Come down here, wonderful. Here we can fight. He is a master in two-handed weapons. But his armor sucks. Oh no, Thoris. But his armor is rather weak. Nope. I'm not dealing with this. Climb. Ah, damn it. No, 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 no. I was overpowered. The demon summon did help, but the problem is I was locked in a dialogue and the demon didn't attack the gate guard, so my plan fell apart. So I'll just... And also the demon killed the skeleton, and that's something I don't want to happen. That's always what happens. Summon creatures kept usually like attacking one another. A skeleton. I'm gonna whittle them down instead. That was the skeleton, but nothing to worry about. I got more where that came from. Usually, people understand that you're the summoner and attack you, but since the bandits don't have a justice system, they are excluded from this. Nice. Super nice. I'm not going to involve myself yet.
Hey, I've still got it.
Good. Guard, move. Get out of sight. Very nice. Now, come on, good summon. A goblin skeleton. That's not a good summon. How about this one? This is better. This is much better. Hee 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 hee. Now I'm inside the temple. Screw you! Stupid gate guard. Finally got rid of you, and there's Bloodwin. Usually can lure Bloodwin outside the temple, but if you don't, he just chills here instead. Luckily, I don't want to talk to you. Deal with the wolf. No. Come on, Bloodwin. I still got a lot to catch up on with you. Oh boy, if you don't kill me first. But your armor isn't really all that good, to be entirely honest. This is proof. Got your head. Now, Raven cutscene time. Actually, it's spoilers. If you wanna know the story of Gothic, play it yourself. Cutscene skip. Alright, this is the part that I fear I might get wrong. Because it is kinda tricky, depending on the monster we get. We already saved. Come on. Wait. Am I inside? Yes! I got the clip. Yes! I got the wall clip. I can already hear demons and mine quarters. This is not so good. Pretty sure it was this one. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. Oh, this... I don't have access to the stone tablets either, so I need to do this entirely out of memory. The puzzle solutions. What was it again? It was a certain order. Did it begin with the people? Right, it began with the people. Then... I think this... Nope. I know it ends with the one I pressed first on my first death. It begins with the people. It goes over to... was it the key? Or was it the spikes? Was it just a 2-button combination? No, it was a 3-button combination, I know for sure. What was the second symbol? The second symbol for the puzzle. People. Spikes? And then the key. Okay, the key is entirely wrong. Key, people, spikes, and probably the middle. The circle. People. Spikes. Circle. Yep, that was it. That was the puzzle. Originally, you're supposed to read the various stone tablets you've collected throughout your journey in the add-on world. And find the puzzle solutions by piecing the pieces of history together and solving the temple that way. However, since I've already done this multiple times, I should have enough memories to do this without much issue. Also, why am I still wearing bandits armor? There's no point. Let's just wear our strongest. Bam. We're never gonna have to return to the bandits. There are a few merchants there that we may want to look up later, but yeah. This puzzle is extremely interesting. The original puzzle just tells you follow the light at the end of the tunnel. That one is the right path. Every other path will kill you. Now the developers did something very curious here, because the player, without thinking around 2 corners, won't really have an idea what that means. Because you can't send your light spells to travel anywhere. Yeah, sorry Stone Guardians, but due to my armor, you're not a threat to me any— What is that damage?! What is that damage?! Okay. Puzzle solution. I need to take care of the Stone Guardians first. Jesus. That one Stone Guardian What was the damage he was dealing? I'd have to see how much damage he deals. That must have been way over 300 physical strength. This one was a level 36, but without increased strength. Level 35 without increased strength. And there's the powerful one. Almost like a boss battle. Can I just say that I once again love the visual design and the soundtrack? Level 35! And this time he didn't even deal a lot of damage. What happened? Okay, whatever. Let's go on. Let's go over to the puzzle. I was just in the process of explaining it. So, you do have a third kind of light. You have torches that you hold in your hand. You have magical lights that float above your head. But what you need to think about is this. You have a third light.
Hey,
Tell him to search for everything that the will-o-wisp can find. It will begin to search. There's no weapon over there. So, de-equip the will-o-wisp and send him into a new tunnel. Will-o-wisp? I can't remember which path exactly it was. Ah, will-o-wisp. Sometimes you get a little confused. But it's fine. I like will-o-wisps. Now. There seems to be a weapon in the wall, actually. It's not the middle one. Definitely not. Pretty sure it was one of the rider ones. There's a Dragon Hunter crossbow. Maybe if the item was replaced at the end of the corridor, there was supposed to be a weapon there. You found something? Yep, he actually did. Yes, I noticed. Thank you. Another weapon. Thank you. This is why this will-o-wisp is super useful. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember... Oh, Frankus amulet. That's gonna be great. I don't remember which of the pathways it was. It was one of these two. And the weapon at the end of the corridor was replaced by something else. That's why the will-o-wisp doesn't react to it. If you had taught the will-o-wisp something else, it would have gone differently. I'll just try this path. Nope, it's a trap. Alright, now we're gotta do it with trial and error, although I'm pretty sure it's the right one. The one on the rightmost outer edge. Nope, the weapon is still here. The will-o-wisp just instead wanted to chase a weapon that lay closer to it. Alright, the second puzzle is over. This puzzle is very, very easy and simple. The third challenge of the Jharkendar temple can easily be solved with a single torch. You see? Yeah. Wait. I just found some stuff, like cut off heads. You see, some of the floor plates here are engraved with decoration and a bit of color, and the other one are just merely black, white, gray, black. So what you just simply do is you step on the ones that have engravings and call it a day. Pretty sure it was this door. Yep. Alright. Now the next door is gonna open all by itself. This one. This one. And we should be at the fourth puzzle now, right? This one can get a little glitchy, but everything's gonna be fine. Because this corner here is immune. Or rather, there are no spikes in this little corner here. Sometimes, if you position yourself wrong, You can still die, but this is the right one. The one I just pulled. Alright. I think this is the penultimate chamber. A lot of Stone Guardians. Let's go. I hate this weapon's range. Well, I'm fighting with a loaf of bread, so what am I expecting? I would like to get rid of as many Stone Guardians as possible first before they awaken and start swarming me. There we go. There we go. There's the chaos. You can't really efficiently fight the Stone Guardians without tanking at least some of the damage. Unless you're working with summoned creatures as a mage. In that case, you can just send an army of goblin skeletons on their ass. This is that. I think we are almost done with Jharkendar. Doop doop doo, doop doop doo doo. Oh, Wolf's Part. Spell Scroll and Stormbringer. There it is. Final battle time. Or at least final battle of the add-on. And now one of my favorite songs. For the sake of my Gothic lore videos, I am going to let this dialogue play out, and once you watch the lore videos, it's gonna make a lot more sense than it did previously. I'm just going to trigger the dialogue. Actually, no. Let's just finish him. We don't need to talk to him. I mean, seriously, he's a servant of Beliar. He has sleeper... He has Seeker armor?
Look who has come.
And he is high-pitched.
My master warned me that Innos would send his henchmen. But I had not expected that you would appear so soon. Well, since you were so quick, I shall give you a quick death.
You know what? You're gonna die, Raven. You're gonna die. I don't want to talk about the War of Gods right now, sorry man, but you are not frightening. Your sword is. Let me just run away for a second.
You haven't seen the last of me.
De-aggro, 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 de-aggro. He hasn't de-aggroed. Sorry, I haven't forgotten to turn off my first person mode, but it's fine. The ice block is gonna disappear soon. I need to gain distance. Ah, damn it, that was the Claw of Beliar. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I only have a knockoff Claw of Beliar, man. You can't do this to me. It's not fair. Your legendary divine sword against my loaf of bread. But I can cheese you out, bitch. And that's the add-on. Jharkendar is done. Meaning from here on out we only have the main story now. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Alright, the Claw of Beliar. I'm gonna equip that one. Ooh, Swampweed. You gotta say, at least Raven knew how to relax. Maybe it was actually his the very thing that made him go over to Beliar, but who knows. Alright. Oh, I did have... No, I didn't. Raven had all the stone tablets. Just to give you an example, this stone tablet would have given you the solutions. You would have to think quite a bit about them, but they would have made sense. You would have eventually been able to piece them together and solve the riddles of the temple that way. Alright. We are going to equip the Claw of Beliar once we hit level 25 or 30. Oops. Whoops! I'm gone. Yo, Saduras! I finished the job you've been working on for weeks in a few days. Actually, not even a few days, in a single day. All of it. Where is he again? There he is. Yo!
Earthquakes have stopped, and
Ah, okay, you wanted to
you're still
search
among the
me.
living. Does
Doop 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 doo. Bum 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 bum. Boop boop bum ba-dum.
if you
I don't want Saturas to take the Claw of Belia, no.
may I don't know
And that's Jharkendar. We completed it. Well, complete is by far not the correct word. But, hey. We finished it. Easily. Of course, it would have taken a lot longer if I wouldn't have gotten the wall clip. But I got it. We were able to finish it early. And it's all fine. So far, we are not under-leveled. And with the equipment we got, we can compensate to some degree. Now that we got the Claw of Beliar, although we're not going to equip it for quite a while, we're going to have a lot more fun later on too. Why did my character de-equip all his weapons? What are you doing? Oh, because of the Claw of Beliar. When the dialogue engaged with Satyrus, something happened. So this is the Claw of Beliar. Shall we try to equip it? This is what happens. You can equip it if you know how. But there is a bit of a hook to that how. And frankly speaking... this how isn't very nice. Alright, the Stone Guardians have fallen, and if you haven't defeated any of the Stone Guardians, then in return for the experience points you get a single old coin, which is the equivalent of a single gold coin. So, if you play Gothic 2, play the Jharkendar content in detail, thoroughly, in full. The experience points are too valuable. Where is he again? I'm gonna deal with the focus stones another time. I just wanted a quick shortcut. Doop doop doo. Yo! Back home! Man, we spend a long time in this valley, man. I can't wait to get back home. I'm pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Wonderful. Now all we gotta do for the rest of this session is we're going to return to Corinus, go to sleep, and then make our way as the final trip of today. Then we make our way into the Valley of Mines. We're gonna stop right before the gate with the paladins. And after that, we will essentially begin the main story, and it'll go rather quickly from there. I am going to somewhat speedrun the game from here on out. I originally wanted to wait until I found black ore so it would go even quicker, but now that black ore is also randomly replaced, I have my doubts that I'm gonna find black ore ever. Its spawn rate must be pretty low. And considering what you can do with black ore, it's a good thing that it's low. Otherwise I would have easily 10 times speed by now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo, Hannah, what's up? And up. Sleep. Perfect. Anyway, the reason why I'm not going to equip the Black Claw of Beliar right now is because the process of equipping it and the process of upgrading it consumes permanent life energy from your character. If you, however, get the Claw of Beliar as high, the power of the Claw of Beliar is entirely dependent on your character's personal level. The maximum level the Claw of Barrier can reach is level 50. Each and every time you upgrade, you spend additional permanent life energy. So it's not worth it to upgrade the Claw of Barrier with each level up. Otherwise, you're gonna have fewer life points than you had 20 levels ago. That is unacceptable, and you probably won't even be able to finish the game that way. So, the thing that you can and should do is wait until you are at least medium strength, and then activate the Claw of Barrier, and then upgrade it. Yeah, upgrade it every, I would say, 5 or 10 levels. Personally, I'd say 10. But if you don't want to go for the level cap, then every 5 levels is also a-okay. At least in my personal point of view. The min-maxers are going to disagree with me, but why would you min-max in a single-player RPG? The last time I did that was in Fable the Lost Chapters. So yeah. Doop doop doo. We are almost at the Valley of Mines. Oh, the Dragon Snapper is still here. Was it the Razor? No, it's the Dragon Snapper. I completely forgot about that thing. There's the canyon that I don't enjoy. I'm going to save. Perfect. Eh. No. That's exactly why I saved. This one jump. I don't want to deal with the Dragon Snapper. I really don't. Perfect. We got the jump. Let's hope that the new monsters in this area are not Dragon Snappers. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy. There was just one. But this entire plane is stock full of Dragon Snappers. I really don't like this area. I really don't. Alright, I'm gonna keep my crossbow out to be prepared. And to spot enemies on distance. Nothing yet. Oh, there's something here. Looks like an axe. Now, there's mine crawlers. Oh, just a mine crawler. That's not so bad. I'm just gonna kill it real quick. I already had my fill of you mine crawlers in Gothic 1. And the mine crawler killed a biter. Is the Dragon Snapper over there still here? Yep. It's also still here, the one that killed Gone. But this is the end of this session. We got a lot of stuff done. We got Jharkendar done in very quick manners and in a very quick fashion. There's a stone tablet, don't mind if I do. And here is where we save, and yeah, the next session is going to be interesting with the Valley of Mines. Of course it crashes here. We do have a bit more time to go together. Have some patience. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna make this quick. Of course I immediately fall down again. Well, as I said, we still have like a minute more left due to the crash. Since there's nothing on the way and we just have a single minecrawler to kill, I am going to take this slowly. Doop 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 doo. Yeah, so anyway, next session we are going to start entering the Valley of Mines. We are actually going to tackle on the main story. Jharkendar is out of the way, so the entire stuff with the Eye of Enos is going to go on without a hitch. And yeah, generally, this was a productive session, although one that could have gone quicker in my personal opinion. I did spend a bit too much time on other stuff. And there's the minecrawler killing the biter. That biter probably got Gothic 3 PTSD from that endless attack animation. Maybe one day I should play the original Gothic 3 and the original Gothic 3 Forsaken Gods in the States that were released so that people actually get an idea of how awful they were. Although from the get-go, let me make clear that those games from the get-go do not get a full playthrough. But that doesn't matter anymore. I thank you for watching this session, or the episode. Everything is going from everything is going to be normal from here. The Gothic lore videos, the next few ones, are going to be finished soon. Again, I won't have an opportunity to record for the next few days, so no new randomizer content for now. Maybe starting from next week again. I'll have to see about my schedule. Yeah, but long story short, this is basically how it's going to keep going. First off, the full playthrough of the randomizer is going to be finished. Then, or rather the first, the long plays and the Gothic lore videos are going to be finished. After that, I sit my ass down to the highlight cuts. After that, I move on to other stuff. That's the plan. And without further ado, I wish you, dear viewer, a good day. Once again, thank you for watching.